Welcome in to Piers, Minnesota for today's matchup between the Nevis Tigers and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars right here on WCMP. I'm Drew Steele. I'll be captaining the ship going through your ear ocean all afternoon and evening long in a doubleheader here at Piers High School, or Legion Park, I believe the official title here. But we'll roll through the lineup here for the Nevis Tigers here quickly. Kane Mitchell will lead things off in center field. Tyler Lindow at second in the 2-hole. Derek Lindow, the pitcher, on the 3-hole, cleaning up that top three is Dan Ammon, the first baseman. Ethan Klimek behind them in the 5-hole. In right field, Eli Klimek behind the plate in the 6-hole. Batting 7th will be Ward Davis in playing third at the hot corner over there. Reese Klein at left field in the 8-hole, and Dawson McGee at shortstop in the 9-hole for the Nevis Tigers. Across the field defensively for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Across the outfield, left to right, will be Johnson, Steele, and Scaff. Across the infield, it'll be Baran, Storley, Von Ruden, and Wilson. Behind the plate, it'll be Greisen. On the mound, it'll be Parati. And, of course, being Jacob Parati, making his first appearance here in the playoffs, at least since they've entered the elimination bracket, the bottom half of the bracket here. Of course, both of these teams having to lose a game, but having to win a couple as well. Hinckley-Finlayson drops their first playoff game to Ogilvie after receiving a bye in the east half of the Section 5A baseball tournament. They then went on in the loser bracket to beat Onamia and Pine River Bacchus, 6-2 against Onamia, 10-0 against Pine River Bacchus, as Kane Mitchell steps into the box for the first at-bat of the game, and we are just about ready to get things underway here in Piers, Minnesota. First pitch finds the strike zone there for Parati on the hill to Mitchell. Mitchell against Ogilvie the other day, 2 for 5 with 3 runs scored out of this leadoff hole. Finding the strike zone once again on that outside corner is Parati, yet to get Mitchell chasing after one, the center fielder for the Tigers here this afternoon. Out of the windup, the 0-2 pitch. High and a little bit inside as Mitchell had a duck out of the way of that one. 1-2 now the count. A little bit of a warm one here, early June, as Parati's 1-2 pitch just upstairs. 2-2 now the count. 93 degrees, partly cloudy. That'll change throughout the rest of the night, especially that second game supposed to be at 7 o'clock. It'll cool off by then a little bit as that one's fouled away by Mitchell to stay alive at 2-2 now. Back on the hill and back in the batter's box go the two at war here to start things off. Fouling it off to stay alive once again is Mitchell down the third baseline, as third base coach gets a little bit of a workout here to start things off here. If you're watching on WCMPradio.com, white hats, black jerseys, and white pants, the Hinckley Jaguars. Green hats, green jerseys with the yellow trim, and the white pants, the Nevis Tigers. 3-2 pitch, lined into right field by Mitchell. Drop in front of Scaff out there. A leadoff single after falling behind 0-2 on the first 2 pitches of the game by the Nevis Tigers leadoff hitter there. Nice piece of hitting by the center fielder, as that'll bring up Tyler Lindow, the second baseman here for the Tigers. Tyler Lindow with 1 for 3 with an RBI and 2 walks against Ogilvie. As the leadoff hitter, Mitchell now stands on first. He'll take a lead, covered there by Wilson, the first baseman for the Jaguars, as picking that left foot up and delivering, showing bunt but pulling it back, still in there for a strike against Lindow, the second baseman. Takes a look over, does Parati on the hill. 0-1 count as Parati comes set. Parati will deliver this one to the plate. This one finds the strike zone once again. 0-2 to the first 2 batters of the day here for Parati. The senior Parati comes set with the 0-2 here and delivers this one just outside and down. 1-2, trying to get him to chase on that one. Tyler Lindow in the right-handed batter's box was having none of it, though, as Parati comes set with the 1-2. Mitchell takes his lead as Parati delivers this one. This one's fouled off. Goes about 30 feet and then settles in the grass just short of the third base coach over there to stay alive at 1-2. Lindau. A leadoff single to start things off here in the top of the first inning. Still no one out as that leadoff hitter Kane Mitchell stands on first base. Parati will take a look at him before coming set. He'll take a check over on him, throwing it to Wilson. Wilson didn't even try to apply a tag as Mitchell is back on the base, standing as the ball got there. Back in the right-handed batter's box stands Lindau. Coming set and delivering this one and fouling it off is Lindau after the 1-2 pitch. Previously was fouled down the third baseline. This one goes back into the netting behind home plate. They'll do it again at 1-2 as Mitchell takes about a two-step lead off first base. Parati comes set and delivers this one. Gets him swinging, strike three, first out of the day. Also the first strikeout of the day for Parati on the hill. As that'll bring up Derek Lindau, the pitcher for the Nevis Tigers. Out of the three-hole here with one gone in the top of the first inning. Still 0-0 here in the Section 5A playoffs as both of these teams facing elimination with a loss, advancing to a game tonight against the Bram Bombers. That'll be on KBEK, our sister station over there at Q Media, as first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. I'll be on the call there as well. As going on the play is Mitchell, as he'll have a chance to get caught there, but I believe there will be a balk on the play. As sure enough there will be, as Parati just turned to the wrong base there. If he just would have stepped off and made a move, it would have been all right. But Mitchell will be in there safely at second due to the balk, as he went with the Parati even really coming set there. Is now 1-0 the count to the three-hole hitter for the Tigers. Mitchell on second base in scoring position with one gone. Parati comes set, takes a look back, but he'll deliver this one high and outside, ball two. The left-handed Lindau will step right back into the box as Parati takes a few looks back and delivers this one into the strike zone for the first strike to the three-hole hitter for the Tigers. Derek Lindau 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk against Ogilvie on last night. Here's the 2-1 to Derek Lindau. He'll foul this one off down the left field line. Goes out of play as the count evens up at 2 aside. 2-2 the count, 1 gone in the top of the first inning. Mitchell, the leadoff hitter for the Nevis Tigers, will take a few steps to lead off of second base. Is swinging through strike three there is Derek Lindau. Second strikeout of the day for Parati on the hill, which will bring up Dan Ammon, the first baseman and the cleanup hitter today for the Nevis Tigers, looking to drive in and not leave Mitchell standing at second base when all is said and done here in the top of the first inning. Parati gets his sign and comes set. The first pitch to Ammon here outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. Mitchell will take about a 4-step lead off second base as Parati delivers the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. A leadoff single and 2 strikeouts. Got us where we are here in the top of the first. A balk along the way got Mitchell to second base as Parati delivers the 1-1, fouled out of play over the Hinckley dugout as the count now moves to 1-2. Hinckley-Finlayson looking to get out of a little bit of a jam here early. Runner in scoring position, not where you want to be in the top of the first, especially with the leadoff hitter, as Parati will deliver this one just inside. Hinckley-Finlayson defenders thought that it may have clipped that inside corner, just didn't break enough though, as they'll do it again this time at 2-2. 2 gone, top of the first inning. Cleanup hitter, Ammon in the box. Parati delivers this one, ground ball to third. There for it is Barron. He'll throw it across the diamond to Wilson to retire the side. The Tigers get a hit here in the top of the first, but leave Mitchell stranding on second base, as after the top of the first inning, it's still 0-0 right here on WCMP. After leaving a running on in the top of the first, bottom of the first, the Jaguars will come to the plate here in the Section 5A baseball tournament. Here's how they'll line up. It'll be Griffin Steele in center field to start things off out of the lead-up hole. In the 2-hole, it'll be Jacob Grice behind the plate. Jacob Parati on the hill in the 3-hole. Brady Johnson cleans things up in left field. Out of the 5-hole, it'll be Jaden Wilson playing first. Randy Scaff in right field will bat 6th. Luke Knudsen in the DH, DHing for the second baseman, Van Ruden, as he'll bat 7th. 8th will be Cole Barron playing third base, as at shortstop it'll be Max Sorley cleaning things up and running the rest of the lineup out, as it'll be Steele, Grice, and Parati due up here in the bottom of the first inning. Defensively, across the outfield will be Klein, Mitchell, and Ethan Klimek left to right. Across the infield will be Davis, McBee, Lindau, and Ammon left to right across the infield. Behind the plate, it'll be Eli Klimek, and on the hill, it'll be Derek Lindau. Griffin Steele will step up into the box as we're ready to get the bottom of the first underway here in Pierce, Minnesota. First pitch from Lindau finds that outside corner for a strike, leaving the bat on the shoulder that time, though, was Griffin Steele. That's 0-1 now the count. Out of the windup comes the pitch from Lindau. This one, once again, able to find the strike zone and have Steele look at that one as he falls behind 0-2 at the plate. Winding and delivering once again is Lindau. Will get a ground ball to the second baseman, Tyler Lindau. He'll throw it to Ammon at first to retire Griffin Steele on 3 pitches there to start things off defensively there for the Nevis Tigers. That'll bring up Jacob Grice for these Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Steps in the right-handed batter's box. Lindau gets his sign, winds and delivers the 0-0. Gets him swinging on a breaking ball. Way ahead of that one was Grice at the plate. As the 0-1 count comes from Lindau. This one well outside, forcing the catcher Klimek to reach well to his right as the count evens up at 1-1. Lindau delivers this one, a ground ball to short now. McBee there for it after moving to his right. He'll throw it across the diamond to Ammon. As 2 batters force 2 ground balls here and 2 outs for the Jaguars at the plate, which will bring up the pitcher, Jacob Parati, to the plate. The 3-hole hitter, Parati, looking to start something here for Hinckley-Finlayson in the bottom of the first, as he steps into the right-handed batter's box. Winding and delivering is Derek Lindau. First pitch finds that outside corner for a strike, leaving the batter on the shoulder and getting him looking that time, as Parati just didn't offer out of that one at all, as now the count goes 0-1. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-1 now the count. Parati 4 for 5 with 4 runs and 2 stolen bases, while being in this elimination bracket since that Ogilvie game to start things off for the playoffs as he'll foul one off down the right field line out of play. 1-2 now, the count to the 3-hole hitter for Hinckley-Finlayson. Derek Lindow with the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, finds the outside corner for a strike. Strike three. First strikeout of the day for Lindow on the hill. Hinckley-Finlayson goes 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. After one, still 0-0 and here in Pierce, Minnesota, right here on WCMP. Ethan Klimek to lead things off here in the top of the second inning. First two pitches go for balls as ball two was outside. Ball one inside to the right fielder here for Nevis. As Parati winds and delivers this one high and wide. This count runs to 3-0 now to the leadoff hitter here in the second inning. The 5-hole hitter overall today is looking to start a little rally here. The leadoff hitter got on in the form of Kane Mitchell in the top of the first inning as he takes strike one. The count runs to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch is Parati winds and delivers. Outside, ball four. It'll go to the backstop. Klimek will hustle down to first base, but hustling back to the backstop is Grice to keep him there. A leadoff walk to start things off here in the top of the second as Eli Klimek now will come to the plate, the catcher for the Tigers this afternoon. Both the runner on first, Ethan Klimek, batter at the plate, Eli Klimek, both getting their signs from their coach at third as Parati winding and delivering this one. Hitting it through the right side of the infield is Eli Klimek, as now in right field, Scaff will have to throw that one back into the infield as holding at second base is Ethan Klimek, as runners now on first and second with no one out here for Nevis in the top of the second. That'll bring up Ward Davis, the third baseman for Nevis here in this afternoon contest, as Cummings sets Parati on the hill. Taking a pretty aggressive lead at second is Ethan Klimek as the first pitch, a ball. One-0 the count as Parati comes set. Both Klimeks on first and second take their leads as Parati will decide to step off as Ethan Klimek maybe taking a little bit too much of a lead for his liking. Ethan Klimek, the sophomore, the 8th grade Eli Klimek at first, is another turn on to check on Ethan Klimek at second. as Parati returns to the hill without a throw. In the left-handed batter's box stands Ward Davis. He has the bunt signaled out, but pulls it back. Pitch still goes through the strike zone, though, for a strike. 1-1 the count. Runners on first and second. No one out here in the top of the second inning, as ball 2 taken outside as the count runs to 2-1 to Davis here for the Tigers. Parati takes a look back, forces Klimek to take a step back towards second. Still does not matter, though, as he'll still steal third, throw down to third, got away from the third baseman Barron that time, as Eli Klimek will decide to run after is a stolen base by both on the play. So now runners in scoring position on both second and third. 2-2, no one out. Davis receives the pitch here from Parati. This one high for a ball. 3-2 now the count. Delivering this one and popping it up now. Parati delivered that one to Davis. He'll pop it up. Parati will go take care of it himself, or at least try to, as it hits the bottom of his glove and finds its way into the grass, as the count remains full at 3-2. Parati comes set with runners on second and third, a full count with no one out to Davis. Gets him swinging strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Parati. As now, that'll bring up Reese Klein, the runner on second and third. One gone now for the left fielder, Klein. Klein, a senior for this team, is ball 1 taken outside. Gets a sign from the third base coach and steps back into the box. Parati comes set. He'll wind and deliver this one, finding the strike zone. 1-1 now. One gone here in the top of the second. Runners on both second and third in scoring position for Nevis, as the bottom of the order looking to come through for the Tigers. Strike 2 taken on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Parati looks in to Grice behind the plate for a sign. He's happy with one as he comes set. He'll deliver this one. This one popped up near foul territory. Sure enough, it will fall there as Wilson was chasing after it down the first baseline. Just into the outfield grass that one went, as it lands foul as 1-2 the count now to stay alive there from Klein. Parati back on the bump. Coming set once again. He'll pick that foot up and deliver this one. The pitcher will throw to third base, and in a pickle is Ethan Klimek. Throwing to the plate now for Grice. Grice back to third base, as now only one player there is trying to apply the tag. Sure enough, he will. Looks to be the shortstop, Max Dorley. What a diving play, as a fielder's choice allows Klein to get on. He advances due to the pickle, as the second out of the inning is recorded by Ethan Klimek. It's a nice play by Parati there. The old 1-5-2-6 put out. As Parati now comes set, runner still in second and third, as gets McGee swinging through strike 1, a breaking ball outside and a little bit low. Doesn't matter as the bat goes through. 0-1 the count. Coming sets, Perotti gets him to foul this one back. As a fastball maybe got him on the rocking chair a little bit. Doesn't know whether to swing early or late on this 0-2 pitch. 2 gone, top of the second inning. Runners on second and third are Eli Klimek and Reese Klein. In the box stands Dawson McGee. Perotti delivers this one high and inside, 1-2. A hit, a walk, and a player reaching on a fielder's choice in this inning is ball 2 taken down and away. 2-2 the count. Perotti looks for the sign and comes set. As the runners take their lead, he delivers the pitch and gets him swinging. Strike 3, 4th strikeout of the day for Perotti on the hill. The Jaguars leave 2 stranding. And after 1.5 here in Pierce, Minnesota, still all square at 0 apiece right here on WCMP. Due up here in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Brady Johnson, Jaden Wilson, and Randy Scaff for Hinckley-Finlayson is already stranding 3 Nevis base runners aboard in just 2 innings of work on the hill for Perotti as Brady Johnson will step into the left-handed batter's box and look to start things off in the bottom of the second inning for the Jaguars. Lindau will deliver the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 the count now to the left fielder for Hinckley-Finlayson. Winding and delivering this one down in the dirt, 1-1 the count. One and one pitch from Lindau on the hill gets Johnson to foul this one off. It goes to the on-deck batter Wilson as he falls behind now, 1-2. Lindau with the 1-2 pitch, winds and delivers. Johnson fouls this one off down the first base, or third baseline, pardon, as it goes out of play for a foul ball to stay alive at 1-2. Johnson, in his past 2 games on Friday and Monday, as he'll pop this one into right field, went 4 for 7, make it 4 for 8 as they enter the elimination bracket. Is putting that one away is Ethan Klimek in right field. After the pop out there, which will bring up Jaden Wilson for Hinckley-Finlayson. Jaden Wilson with 2 RBIs last night as Hinckley-Finlayson won 10-0 over Pine River Bacchus. As first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. Bottom of the second inning, 0-0 our score between Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson is swinging through that one for a strike as the count evens up at 1 aside. The first baseman, Jaden Wilson, steps back into the right-handed batter's box and maybe steps out as that one comes a little too far in for his liking as the count runs to 2-1. Winding and delivering this one on the hill is Lindau, as Wilson will get a hold of this one and foul it down the right field line. Out of play it goes to even things up at 2-2 once again. One gone, bottom of the second inning, as Derek Lindau will deliver this one. A ground ball to the third baseman, Davis. Davis will throw it across the diamond. This one will bounce right over the fence, which means Wilson will make his way to second base. In E5, to Davis, will allow Hinckley-Finlayson their first base runner of the day. That'll bring up Randy Scaff, the right fielder, for Hinckley-Finlayson today in the Jaguars. Scaff 5 for 7 in his last 2 games with 5 RBIs and a double, looking to continue that with a runner in scoring position here with 1 gone. Runner on second. Wilson will take a little bit of a lead. Second baseman playing some mind games there as Lindau comes to the plate. This one inside, and catcher Eli Klimek behind the plate drops that one as the count moves to 1-0. Nothing happening on the base pass there, though, as Eli Klimek was able to keep it in front of him as the count moves to 1-0. 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. Runner on second is Scaff will ground this one to third. There to look back the runner momentarily before Wilson will still take third on the play as the third baseman Davis will throw it across the diamond to record the second out of the inning. And now the first Hinckley-Finlayson base runner stands 90 feet away from home plate as Luke Knudsen, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. Knudsen in the right-handed batter's box receives the first pitch from Lindau upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count. Back on the hill stands Derek Lindau. 1-0 the count. Out of the stretch for the first time today as Wilson's on base, is swinging through strike 1 there as Knudsen at the plate. 1-1. The 1-1 gets Knudsen chasing after it as this one's on the ground. The pitcher, Lindau, will play it himself. His weight taking him one way, the throw going right to the bag at first regardless. Hinckley-Finlayson with their first base run of the day, but they leave him stranded out there on third base as after 2 here in Piers. We're all square at 0 apiece here in the Section 5A playoffs right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers, Minnesota, as Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis square off in this elimination game in the Section 5A playoffs for baseball. Back to the top of the order here for Nevis in the top of the third as Kane Mitchell takes strike 1. Looks to be on the inside corner. 1 for 1 today is Mitchell. You're stranded on second base after having a leadoff single. This one hit sharply to short. Storley there for the Jaguars. Throwing it across to the diamond to Wilson, but beating it out is Mitchell. A leadoff single there to start things off for Nevis. Once again in the top of the third, Kane Mitchell doing an excellent job of getting on base, hoping that the 2, 3, and 4 hitters can do more than they did last time. That'll bring up Tyler Lindow, struck out swinging his first time up as Mitchell takes a little bit of a lead. Regardless, it'll be a bunt, sacrifice bunt situation as Parati able to play that. A sac bunt advances Mitchell down to second base, as that'll bring up Derek Lindow. With one gone and a runner in scoring position, Derek Lindow also struck out swinging his first time up. He'll step into the left-handed batter's box as Parati comes set. Mitchell takes a few steps, a lead off of second base as Parati delivers this one down in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 the count. Parati back on the mound as he comes set and delivers the 1-0 pitch. This one finds the strike zone for a strike, 1-0. One gone here in the top of the third. Kane Mitchell, the leadoff hitter, stands on second base for Nevis. As Parati delivers the 1-1 pitch outside for a ball, 2-1, now the count. The second baseman, Von Ruden, will go and attempt to hold Mitchell on a little bit as the shortstop will play with his mind a little bit as well, as Storley came in and out before. Parati will just choose to fake a throw back there to second base as he comes set now with the 2-1 pitch. This one hit high and deep to left field. The left fielder over there, Johnson, having to move a few feet back, maybe moved too far in originally. Looked right where it was originally, as regardless, it's the second out of the inning, which will bring up Dan Ahmed, the cleanup hitter who grounded out to the third baseman Barron his first time up. Mitchell on second once again. That's as far as he got his first time up. As Parati comes sets and delivers this one. Stealing on the play is Mitchell, as he might get in a pickle here, but no one was covering second base. Sure enough, he will. The throw from the second baseman, Von Ruden, to the shortstop, now Storley. Storley to Wilson. Wilson will chase after Mitchell before eventually taking him out on the base pass to retire the side. Third out of the inning there for Hinckley-Finlayson. One hit, nobody left on base as we head to the middle of the third, all square at 0 aside here in Pierce, Minnesota, right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers as the Section 5A tournament continues here on WCMP. Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson doing battle here in an elimination game as Hinckley-Finlayson comes to the plate all square at 0 aside here in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Derek Lindow, fouled out down the right field line. Some fans down there trying to put their hat down. Didn't work though as the ball continued to roll down. Looked to be a little bit of a bullpen down there down the right field line as Lindow delivers the second pitch, a breaking ball finding its way into the strike zone to Cole Barron for the second strike. 0-2 now the count. Lindow winding and delivering this one just beneath the zone. Catcher couldn't hold on either. That probably didn't help the umpire's perspective that time as the count moves to 1-2. This one outside, the 1-2 pitch was to even things up at 2-2. There's 8-9-1 due up here for Hinckley-Finlayson in the bottom of the third. Derek Lindow winds and delivers this one just beneath the zone once again, working right around that strike zone it appears, but just can't finish off Barron here. The full count pitch gets him jammed and trying to check his swing about halfway through. Regardless, he goes through swinging for the third strike and the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the third, which brings up Max Storley, the shortstop here for the Jaguars. Back on the hill stands the pitcher, the former Derek Lindow, as the first pitch in there for a ball. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch gets him swinging through it, and does Storley as 1-1 now. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Zeros on both sides as Storley will foul off the 1-1 to move it to 1-2. Lindow delivers this one. Tries to find that outside corner on 1-2 pitch. Instead works it to 2-2 though, is unable to find that outside corner as Lindow gets a signal he likes and delivers once again inside for a ball to work the count full again. If I'm not mistaken, Barron worked the count from 1-2 up to 3-2, just as Storley does here. This one, though, not ending up in a strikeout as Storley takes ball 4 outside. Second base runner of the day for Hinckley-Finlayson as they'll turn things over to Griffin Steele, who grounded out to second his first time up. One thing to note, though, Derek Lindow makes it through the first time through the lineup of Hinckley-Finlayson without giving up a run or a hit. As foul tipping the first pitch there is Steele. Steele back in the right-handed batter's box as everything looks to be all right with the catcher behind the plate as Lindow will go check on Ammon at first. Back in there safely is Ammon. He'll take about a 2-3 step lead off of first base as delivering this one towards the plate, bunting this one down the third baseline as it just hooks foul for Steele. Third baseman Davis really didn't let that one go very much foul and was ready to throw it across the diamond as the count now works to 0-2 now, though, for the leadoff hitter for the Jaguars. Coming set and delivering this one. Steele will pop this one up. Catcher Eli Klimek right underneath it to record the second out of the inning in foul territory. As that'll bring up Jacob Grice, the catcher who grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Runner on first base is Max Storley, the shortstop, got on by a walk as the Jaguars look to try and not leave him on. as he's going on the play, a fake bunt situation. Throw down from the catcher. Just goes one hop over the glove of the second baseman. Lindau is a stolen base now and a runner in scoring position for Hinckley-Finlayson. 2 gone, the 0-1 count. Grice in the right-handed batter's box. Battling with the pitcher, Derek Lindau. This one low for a ball, 1-1 the count. Lindau comes set, takes a look back at the runner on second. Second baseman will forced to cover there as a foul ball as it bounces directly off the plate and into the glove of the catcher, Eli Klimek, standing in foul territory. As staying alive there was Jacob Grice. 1-2 the count. Runner on second base. As the pitch from Lindau foul down the third base line. Past the Nevis dugout on the third base side of the diamond. As 1-2 the count still. 2 gone, bottom of the third inning. Lindau comes set, gets him to foul another one off. Closer and closer to the field do these get, though, as the third baseman, Davis, will throw that one into the pitcher. Returning to second base on the play is Storley, as they'll do it again at 1-2. Looking to score the first run of the game, here are the Jaguars, as Grice will hit this one into left field. It finds the gap. Rounding third and coming home is Storley. RBI single there from Jacob Grice, the catcher, as Hinckley-Finlayson finds the scoreboard for the first run of the game to lead things for the Jaguars at 1-0. That'll bring up Jacob Perotti, the pitcher for the Jaguars, with a runner on first base in the form of Jacob Grice. As the first hit of the day results in the first run of the day for Hinckley-Finlayson, as Perotti in the right-handed batter's box, down 0-1. Grice running on the pitch. This one lined back right at the pitcher, Lindau. Lindau able to play it after it hit him right in the groin, it looked like. A little slow to walk off the field, but regardless, they're able to record that third out of the inning via the 1-3 putout. Their half of the third inning. A walk leads to a run with an RBI single from Jacob Grice as the Jaguars lead 1-0 right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers as Hinckley-Finlayson takes a 1-0 lead there in the bottom of the third inning. Here in the top of the fourth, it'll be Nevis' 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Aaron Klimek. Aaron Klimek up for the Tigers as Perotti getting his last few warm-up tosses in. As a walk by Storley in the bottom half of that third led to an RBI single after a stolen base. worked himself into scoring position, and Jacob Grice able to drive him in with the single. As Dan Ammon will start things off for Nevis here. The 0-0 count now as we're ready to get things underway in the top of the fourth. Rather, Ammon will step out for a second and step right back in and get ready to go. Parati on the hill will wind and deliver this one inside, ball one. 1-0 the count to the cleanup hitter who grounded out the third baseman his first time up. Ammon in the right-handed batter's box. A taller ball player out there takes ball two. 2-0 the count. As Parati on the hill gets his sign, winds and delivers the 2-0 pitch. Grounded to third once again. Barron there for it. He'll throw it across the diamond. Outside, though, is Wilson unable to haul that one in. The right fielder is backing up, though, as Ammon will only be able to get one base out of that. As an error by the third baseman allows a leadoff hitter to get on once again. In 4 innings of work so far for Parati, each of the leadoff hitters have reached 2 singles, 1 walk, and now 1 reaching by way of an error. Parati gets the sign and comes set. In the right-handed batter's box stands Ethan Klimek, who walked his first time up. Ball there outside is Ammon on second. Will take a little bit of a lead before returning to second base. Corners are playing in here as Wilson and Barron at first and third respectively playing on the grass. As Parati will deliver this one. This one popped up. Diving after it's the catcher. And it'll just be fouled, though, as just unable to haul that one in. A diving effort, though, by Grice behind the plate. As now the count 1-1 to Ethan Klimek. Ethan Klimek, the second out of that second inning. A ground ball back to the pitcher as Parati made the heads-up move to throw it to third, and then Ethan Klimek got in a pickle. As Parati comes set, this one down in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. The old 1-5-2-6 put out. And Ethan Klimek's time on the base path's his last time up. Coming set. Now is Parati as he delivers the 2-1 outside and low. The count works to 3-1. Parati takes a look back at the runner on second, Ammon, as he delivers this one just low. As Klimek, with his second walk of the game, gets runners on first and second to start things off here for Nevis in the top of the fourth inning. Now to bring up Eli Klimek, who singled his first time up back in the second inning, 1 for 1 today. Stole second as he was left on third base after the pickle from Ethan Klimek before him. This one's hit high in the infield. I'm pretty sure infield fly rule will be called. Sure enough, it will be, as Parati will put that one away for the first out of the inning. As that'll bring up Ward Davis, who struck out swinging his first time up, first out back in the second inning. The second inning, where Nevis had their best chance. Runners on second and third twice at 2 different times in that inning. And just unable to get any across the plate. Is this their second best opportunity with runners on first and second? Parati will deliver this one. First pitch finds the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The third baseman, Davis, in the left-handed batter's box, struck out swinging his first time up, is playing in front of the runner, is Wilson at first, not really holding him on, so Ethan Klimek able to get as much of a lead as he'd like. Obviously not too out of control as ball one taken beneath the knees there. 1-1 the count. One gone. Top of the fourth inning. As coming set now is Parati. He'll turn around and fake a throw to second. No one covering there. He won't pull the trigger. As he'll step back on the bump. Takes a look back at Amon on second base as he delivers this one just low. Trying to frame that one as Grice doing a nice job of it, but not getting the umpire to bite on it as the count now works to 2-1. One gone. Top of the fourth inning. As Davis swings through strike two. 2-2 now the count. Struck out swinging his first time up, looking to avoid that here in the top of the fourth inning with runners on first and second. Forces on first, second, and third, of course, that means. So a ground ball could turn into two. This is a ground ball to the pitcher and Parati. Parati will throw to Barron. Barron will look at throwing across the diamond. Instead, will hold in his hand a fielder's choice as Amon cut off at third base. Is now runners on second, or on first and second rather, after the 1-5 putout, which will bring up Reese Klein, who reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Of course, that fielder's choice resulted in an out at the plate of Ethan Klimek, who now stands on second. Taking a pretty hefty lead as Klimek on second base as he'll be going as the pitch is down in the dirt. Throw down from the catcher, Grayson, just unable to haul that one in. Maybe the throw a little bit outside of where Barron would have wanted it. But now runners on second and third with two gone here in the top of the fourth inning. Reese Klein had this exact situation his last time up, although only one out in that situation when he was up its first time. Parati, 1-0 pitch now. Coming to Klein, this one above the zone, ball 2-0 now. Dawson McGee in the on-deck circle. Struck out swinging to end things back in that second inning for Nevis at the plate as Parati delivers this one outside for a ball. 3-0 now the count. As Parati will have to either dig himself out of a hole here as he's down 3-0, as finds that outside corner for the first strike. 3-1 now to the 8-hole hitter for Nevis, Klein. Coming set now is Parati and delivering this one outside, ball 4. Bases are loaded now for Dawson McGee. After the walk, as the coach for Hinckley-Finlayson will go take a walk to the mound. We'll take a break right here on KBEK. Hinckley-Finlayson leads 1-0 here on WCMP. Back here in Piers, the 0-0 count to the 9-hole hitter, McGee. Outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. As the base is loaded here for Nevis in the top of the fourth inning. As breaking ball finds the strike zone for Parati on the hill for Hinckley-Finlayson. Ethan Klimek on third, Ward Davis on second, and Reese Klein on first, reaching way of a walk, a fielder's choice, and a walk, respectively, as McGee in the box struck out swinging his first time up. Second strike found there is a foul ball. Goes just back to the right of home plate now to play. As the count now moves to 1-2. Coming set. It's Parati on the hill. He'll deliver this one, a ground ball right back to him. He'll take it himself. The fielder's choice and touching home. A 1-U to get Klimek at the plate. Leaving 3 on there in the top of the 4th inning are Nevis, and still yet to find the scoreboard as we head to the middle of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Hinckley-Finlayson right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers as Hinckley-Finlayson holds a 1-0 lead over Nevis. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, Hinckley-Finlayson, the designated home team here, as they're the 1 seed out of the East region of Section 5A. First pitch to Brady Johnson, lined into right field for a leadoff single here in the 4th inning. Of course, the Jags look to extend that here in the bottom of the 1st as Jaden Wilson now comes to the plate. Was the first Hinckley-Finlayson base runner back in the 2nd inning, reaching on an error by the 3rd baseman, Davis. Was stranded at 3rd base, though, as a leadoff single starts things off. Wilson looking to bunt here, offered at it, but does not make contact as foul ball past him, 0-1 count. Johnson on first, takes about a 2 or 3 step lead. Extends that lead as Wilson makes contact and fouls it off. As Johnson will have to return to first base as the count now 0-2. Lindau on the hill, having to work out of the stretch here in the past 3 innings. Takes a look over at Johnson, delivers this one. Wilson will pop this one into the right center gap. Should be close, but the center fielder, Kane Mitchell, making a nice play. Nice jump on that one as well to get over there in time to record the first out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As Johnson will have to retreat to first base. As Randy Scaff comes to the right-handed batter's box after grounding out to 3rd his first time up. Lindau comes set, takes a look over at Johnson. And one more before delivering to the plate. Scaff swings through that one for a strike. 0-1 the count. Back to the rubber goes Lindau. As back in the right-handed batter's box goes Scaff. Coming set is Derek Lindau delivering this one, a breaking ball, and gets him way out in front of that one in the form of Scaff. As the 0-2 count now. A leadoff single to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Johnson still over there at first with one gone. Make it 2 as Scaff swings through strike 3. That'll bring up Luke Knudsen. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. A designated hitter here into the right-handed batter's box. As Lindau out of the stretch comes set. Takes a look over at Johnson and now another as he delivers the first pitch to Knudsen, swinging through it for strike 1. That strikeout to Scaff, the 3rd of the day for Lindau on the hill. Is only allowing the 1 run and 2 hits. Delivering this one. A little bit of a slide step that time as that one goes a little bit too low that time. It's 1-1 now the count. A single, a pump out to center, and a strikeout here so far in the bottom of the 4th is a runner now on first base. Johnson will get checked on. Lindau's throw just a little slow just to say, hey, I'm here. As he receives the ball back from the first baseman after Johnson in there safely. Lindau will deliver this one. Finds that inside corner for the second strike. 1 and 2 now the count. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th inning. 1-0 our score in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. Stepping off now is Lindau. As that forces Johnson to go back to first. And back in the batter's box stands Knudsen. They'll check on Johnson once again. No tag even attempted that time from Amon as Johnson was back standing on the base as he received the throw. As Knudsen, breaking pitch is seen go by him. For ball 2-2 now. Johnson takes his lead off first. A ground ball, just foul though, as it bounces off the plate. As he stays alive at 2-2. Coming set is Lindau, and he'll deliver this one inside to run the count full to 3-2. Johnson should get a lead. And a head start over there at first. Lindau comes set. The full count pitch. Hitting to center field. Kane Mitchell will move a few feet up. As a diving catch made by the center fielder out there. What a play. What a half inning out there by Mitchell. As the Jaguars will leave one on after a leadoff single. They still lead 1-0 after 4 here in Piers. 1-0 our score in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers as Hinckley-Finlayson holds a 1-0 lead over Nevis. As we head to the top of the 5th inning here, it'll be the top of the order due up for the Tigers once again. As it'll be Mitchell, Lindau, and Lindau. 2 for 2 today is Kane Mitchell as he steps into the left-handed batter's box to start things off here in the top of the 5th. Parati still working on the hill. This one grounded right back to him on the first pitch. So he'll take his time and throw that one over to Wilson over there at first to record the first out of the inning. As that'll bring up Tyler Lindow. Sack bunt his last time up. 0 for 1 today, though, as he struck out swinging back in the first inning. He steps into the right-handed batter's box. As Parati on the hill delivers this one in there for a strike, 0-1 count. The second, third, and fourth hitters today for Nevis have not had much success. As that success, not having it, continues there as a ground ball to the first baseman, Wilson. I'll toss to the pitcher, Parati, to record the second out of the inning, which brings up Derek Lindow. As I was mentioning, and now with that continuing with Lindow getting out there, the 2, 3, 4 spots of the order, recording 7 outs, not being able to get on base except for the one time Amon got on base last inning. First pitch to Derek Lindow, who popped up to left field his last time up, 0 for 2 on the day. Outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Parati delivers this one high for a ball, 2-0. Two gone, top of the fifth inning. 1-0 our score in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson as Parati delivers that one in, finding the outside corner for a strike, as now 2-1. 3 hits today for Nevis and 6 left on base. Nothing to show for it on the scoreboard as this one outside as the count works to 3-1. As Parati back on the rubber, working out of the windup, delivers this one above the zone, ball 4. He'll reach base for the first time today, which brings up Amon, who reached on an error his last time up. As Dan Amon will come to the plate. In the right-handed batter's box, he stands, taking a bit of a lead as Lindow off of first. Parati delivers this one and gets him swinging on the first pitch, and getting caught in the middle out there is Lindow, but nice move to just sit there momentarily, so Grice didn't know which way to throw, and he bolts towards second base for a stolen base there. Not a conventional stolen base, but still works his way into scoring position. Does the Nevis 3-hole hitter. As Amon at the plate. Down 0-1 in the count. Parati on the hill delivers this one and gets Amon to chase and foul off down the right field line as the count now works to 0-2. Coming set is Parati. This one popped up, but it'll go out of play behind the plate to stay alive at 0-2 from Amon. Grice thought about chasing after it, but it lands well back behind home plate, out of even the stands and the thing covering the stands here. 0-2 pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-2 now the count. As Parati back to the rubber right away, trying to work quickly and get out of this jam with a runner on second. This one down in the dirt. Lindow thought about it, but decides better of it and heads back to second as the count now works at 2-2 as that one was down and away in the dirt. Two with 2 gone. Top of the 5th inning. As this one's down in the dirt again. Lindow will test his luck. Grice won't even attempt to throw down as the count now full at 3-2. 2 gone, top of the 5th inning. The tying run, not the go-ahead run, stands 90 feet away. Coming set is Parati as he gets him to pop this one up to right field. Moving over for it is the right fielder, Gaff, but it'll drop. Scoring from third base is Lindau. Rounding second, heading to third is Amon. Throw into third, not in time. As a play that probably would be made if there were more clouds in the sky. Unable to happen there as Nevis ties things up at one aside. As that'll bring up Ethan Klimek. As the 0-0 count, first pitch into Klimek outside for a ball. He's walked both of his first two times up to the plate. And has gotten cut off before he could get to home. Left at third base, the furthest he's gotten is 1-1 the count. Amon with an RBI triple moments ago. As Parati delivers this one, fouling it away, is Ethan Klimek at the plate as he falls behind 1-2. Coming set is Parati, gets him chasing, but just barely making contact there is Klimek at the plate as he stays alive at 1-2. Parati comes set. Runner on third base is Amon as they deliver this one, and once again chasing and barely making contact is Amon. As 1-2 the count still. Nevis already tying things up here in the top of the fifth inning with Love to take the lead. Runner 90 feet away. As Parati comes set and delivers this one outside for a ball. Or rather, they ring him up, strike three. Struck out looking, dropped third strike as well. That'll retire the side here in the top of the fifth. One hit results in one run and one left on. After 4.5 innings here in Piers, all tied up at one aside between Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers, Minnesota, Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson working here in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch to to Colbert in the bottom of the fifth for Hinckley-Finlayson. Grounds it right to the Nevis pitcher, Derek Lindow. He'll throw it over to first base to Amon for the first out of the inning, which brings up Max Storley. The lone Hinckley-Finlayson run of the game after walking, stealing second, was driven in by Jacob Grice back in the bottom of the third. Derek Lindow delivers this one. Once again, a ground ball right to Lindow on the hill on the first pitch and throws it over to Amon at first for the second out of the inning on 2 pitches. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Griffin Steele, who fouled out to the catcher his last time up, 0 for 2 today. As Lindow winds and delivers this one high and wide for a ball, 1-0 the count. Once again, this one wide, but able to clip that far side of the strike zone, 1-1. Lindow throws this one 58 feet in the dirt as ball 2 taken there by Steele. 2-1 the count now. As he steps back in the right-handed batter's box, Lindow, the lefty, on the hill, delivers this one just low. 3-1 now the count to the leadoff hitter here for Hinckley-Finlayson in the bottom of the fifth. 2 gone, 3-1 count. Lindow winds and delivers this one, finding the strike zone to work the count full to 3-2. The full count delivery as Lindow gets him swinging strike 3. The ball in the dirt. No problem, though, as Eli Klimek will throw it down to Amon at first to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Jaguars in the bottom of the 5th inning. After 5 here in Pierce, we're all square at 1 aside between Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson right here on WCMP. Back here in Pierce, a leadoff single to start things off by Eli Klimek, past a diving glove of Von Ruden at second base to start things off in the top half of the 6th inning in this tie game, in this elimination game of the Section 5A playoff game. Ward Davis now into the box. He reached on a fielder's choices last time up. 0 for 2 today. Has struck out his first time up as well. Checking over on the runner on first is Parati on the hill. She'll step back on. Back in the box stands Davis. Top of the 6th inning as Davis attempts a bunt, unable to make contact as a strike goes by. 0-1 the count. Taking a very conservative lead off of first is Eli Klimek. Parati comes set with the 0-1 pitch. Offering at it again is Davis in the box as the count now runs to 0-2. Parati comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Finds the outside corner. Strike 3 looking. The 6th strikeout of the day for Parati on the hill. Is now 1 gone in the top of the 6th with a runner on first as Reese Klein steps into the box. He's reached both times today. First time on the fielder's choice. Second by way of the walk. 0 for 1 with a walk today as the left fielder watches the first pitch go by for a ball. 1-0 the count. Second pitch, much of the same outside. 2-0 now the count. On first stands Eli Klimek. 1 gone, top of the 6th inning. 1-1 our score between Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis here in this elimination game. Parati delivers this one. Down low once again, 3-0 the count. Parati comes set. The 3-0 pitch. Finds the outside corner for strike 3-1. The runner on first is Klimek. Reached on a single to start things off on the first pitch of the inning. Second strike there, right at the belt. 3-2 the count now. Klein, the left fielder for Nevis. The 2 seed out of the west part of the section. As the Hinckley-Finlayson pitcher delivers this one, fouled off about 3 feet from being fair down that first base line. As the count now works full. (3-2), 1 gone. Top of the 6th inning. 1-1 our score. Runner on first base for the 8-hole Klein for Nevis at the plate. Ball 4 taken up and in on the full count pitch. As now runners on first and second with 1 gone. As that'll bring up Dawson McGee, the shortstop for Nevis. As McGee, the 9-hole, with runners on first and second looking to get his first hit of the day. Struck out his first time and was victim of the fielder's choice his last time up. Offers with the bunt attempt, unable to make contact. 0-1 the count. Parati back on the rubber. Gets his sign and comes set. Takes a look back at Klimek on second base as he picks the left foot up and delivers this one fouled back. Strike 2. 0-2 the count, 1 gone in the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 our score. Runners on first and second. As McGee in the right-handed batter's box looks to drive in that run from scoring position and will foul this one off right near the Hinckley-Finlayson dugout to stay alive at 0-2. Parati back on the hill. Comes set. Takes a look at Klimek on second base. Forces him to go back a step before delivering this one to the plate. And staying alive and fouling this one off is McGee once again as they'll battle and do war at 0-2 for a fourth consecutive time. Parati gets a sign he likes. 0-2 count. One gone. Top of the sixth inning. Finds the outside corner for a strike. Seventh strikeout of the day. Second time someone's been set down looking here in the sixth inning. Third straight out recording by way of a strikeout looking, as that'll turn things over to the top of the order for Kane Mitchell. Coach for Hinckley-Finlayson will go take a trip out to the mound. We'll take a break right here on WCMP, tied up at 1-1. You're listening to high school baseball. Back here in Piers, Minnesota, we'll have a new pitcher on the hill for Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be Lane Von Ruden, as with 2 2/3 inning pitch in the elimination bracket games, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk, was part of that no-hitter. As he'll come in relief here for Parati today with 2 gone in the 6th inning. Von Ruden on the hill. Runners on first and second now. 2 gone as Kane Mitchell up to the plate. 2 for 3 today. Grounded out to the pitcher last time up rather. Singled his first 2 times up and was left on base in both situations. 1-0 is the first pitch outside. Von Ruden delivers the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Von Ruden staring, raised into the catcher's eyes as he comes set. Directly in the shade of a light pole as Mitchell lines this one foul, and it hits a car down there near the ticket booth as the count now runs to 1-2 to the leadoff hitter for Nevis. Von Ruden waits, and he'll come back. As they go out to the hill and discuss Grice and Von Ruden. The 1-2 pitch upcoming. 2 gone here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2. The count to the leadoff hitter for Nevis. This one outside, ball 2, 2-2. getting into clutch time here. Got to take advantage of any opportunity you have with a runner in scoring position here in this elimination game, as Von Ruden does just that. Lines this one back up the middle. Rounding third and heading home is Eli Klimek. The throw into third base to try and get Klein. Not in time, as Nevis takes a 2-1 lead over Hinckley-Finlayson. An RBI single there from Kane Mitchell. His third hit of the day. Breaks our tie. That was at 1-1 prior. Nevis now leads 2-1. Hinckley-Finlayson not out of it yet, as a runner now stands 90 feet away from home plate, as Tyler Lindau comes to the plate. 0 for 2 today with a sac bunt back in the third, as Lindau in the right-handed batter's box receives the first pitch in there for a strike from Von Ruden. Runners on the corners, 2 gone, top of the 6th. As Von Ruden comes set. He'll deliver this one. Thought about chasing after it. Did Tyler Lindau in the right-handed batter's box. Did not, though, as 1-1 the count is that one outside. Von Ruden comes set and delivers this one, a breaking pitch. Having a duck out of the way as Tyler Lindau is now 2-1 the count. Runners on the corners, 2 out, 2-1 the count, 2-1 the score also. Von Ruden picks that left leg up and delivers this one down in the dirt. Thought about going, was the runner Klein at third base. Advancing to second on the play is Mitchell from first, as now runners on second and third, with 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. Already having one cross the plate here are the Tigers and Nevis, as both of these teams look to keep their seasons alive, as Von Ruden delivers this one high and inside. Ball 4 to Lindau as he reaches for the first time today, which brings up Derek Lindau, who walked and came around to score the first Nevis run of the day last inning. Also the 7th batter of the inning for Nevis here in the top of the 6th. Von Ruden comes set. He'll deliver this one. Grounded to second base. This one played by Storley. Storley fumbled it a little bit, but still has time to make the throw over to Wilson at first to retire the side. Nevis will leave 3 on, but they'll be able to strike for their second run of the day and take the run, as Nevis leads Hinckley-Finlayson 2-1 right here on WCMP. Back here in Piers as working here is Piers and Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis. And pitcher out there will stay the same, and Derek Lindau is just about ready to get things underway here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as we're working to get through some technical difficulties here on WCMP, as working here is Lindau on the hill. That'll bring in Jacob Grice. Jacob Grice in, fouls the first pitch away for a ball. The only RBI of the day so far. And Grice back in there. As delivering this one is Lindau. As he fouls it away, does Grice for a strike. As Grice will foul this one away. His account works to 0-2. Lindau working on the hill. Been just about as good as you can be since the bottom of the third inning. As now in the sixth, he'll deliver this one and staying alive and fouling this one back out of play is Grice once again. As he steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Line drive back right to the pitcher this time. He'll toss it over to first, where Amon will record the first out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. That'll bring up Parati here for Hinckley-Finlayson. Grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. Struck out his first time, 0-2 now the count. 0 for 2 today, 1-0 the count. One gone, bottom of the sixth inning. As Parati calls for time. Home plate umpire will give him that right as he steps back into the right-handed batter's box, and we'll get back underway here. Lindau on the hill delivers this one. Just getting enough of a piece of it to foul it back towards the player on deck, Brady Johnson. Staying out of the way, though, as it hits the brick at the bottom of the fence here behind home plate in Piers. As this one lined through the left side of the infield for a single there for Parati. Doing a nice job on a 1-1 count. As that'll bring up Brady Johnson. He singled his last time up. As Hinckley trails by 1 here in the bottom of the sixth. As Johnson in the left-handed batter's box with Amon holding on the runner at first. A huge hole over there on the left side. His first pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0 the count. Johnson 1 for 2 today. 4 for 7 since Hinckley-Finlayson entered the elimination side of the bracket. 2 RBIs with a double and a triple thus far in those 3 games thus far, I guess. 5 for 8 now after today's performance thus far, as ball 2 taken down and away in the dirt. 1 gone here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner on first is Parati. Staring right into his soul is the pitcher, Derek Lindau, as he gets Johnson offering at a 2-1 pitch. As Lindau, the lefty, back on the hill, stares directly in to the runner on first, Parati, as he delivers the 2-1. This one in the dirt and wide. Parati into second, standing up with a stolen base. A tying run, now just 180 feet away and in scoring position. As Johnson in the left-handed batter's box ready to go. The shortstop, McBee, plays a little mind games as Johnson will ground one to the second. Baseman Lindau advancing to third on the play as Pirani. But now there will be 2 outs as they successfully record the 4-3 putout, which brings up Jaden Wilson. Wilson's 0 for 2 today, reached on an error back in the second and popped up to the center fielder in the fourth as he stands in the right-handed batter's box. Lindau delivers this one outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. 90 feet away stands the base runner Pirani. Singled, stole second, and advanced on the ground ball to the right side of the infield as Derek Lindau comes set with the 1-0. Swinging through that one in the dirt was Wilson as the count now moves to 1-1. I mentioned it in the top half of the inning. You're getting down to that clutch time. You have to take care of runners in scoring position when they're given to you this late in a game that's this close. As Lindau comes set with the 1-1. This one down in the dirt as well. 2-1 now the count. Scaff would be next for the Jaguars. If Wilson's able to advance a runner and get on base here. Takes one upstairs for a ball, 3-1 the count now. Has to be his pitch. He's in the driver's seat here at the plate. Takes a look over at third, does Lindau at the mound. Is a breaking ball able to find the strike zone. There's the count, works full to 3-2. Derek Lindau looking to get out of this jam as delivering that one and hitting it through the right side of the infield. No one covering first base as Wilson's there for it. Both the first baseman and second baseman went for it. Lindau able to get it in the short right field grass. The second baseman moving over to his left. The pitcher did not cover, though, as a 2-out RBI single for Hinckley-Finlayson ties the game back up at 2 apiece. Derek Lindau comes set and delivers this one outside for a ball, 1-0 the count. One and 0 the count as Wilson takes a step off of first. That one in for a strike. Now 1-1 the count. Wilson on first after the RBI single with 2 gone, driving the game-tying run. And Scaff hits this one high and deep down the right field line, hooks into foul territory, but there to make the catch is the right fielder Ethan Klimek to retire the side, but not before Hinckley-Finlayson would be able to tie things up 2-2 here after the 6th. 2-2 our score right here on WCMP. Von Ruden delivering that one. In there for a strike, now 1-2. No one out here in the top of the 7th inning. Runner on first and Amon. As Von Ruden delivers this one, unable to find that strike zone, is now 2-2 the count. Von Ruden doesn't like the first sign he gets. Eventually does agree and comes set. Amon takes a few steps off of first base. Is a ball inside as the count works full now to Ethan Klimek. Walked his first 2 times up and struck out looking in the 5th. As Von Ruden delivers this one, Klimek gets a hold of it, puts it into left field. Johnson able to haul that one in for the first out of the inning. As that'll bring up Eli Klimek. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and came around to score the game-leading run at the time for Nevis. Of course, Hinckley-Finlayson would go to tie things up in the bottom of the 6th, but here in the top of the 7th, he comes to the plate with a runner on first. Wilson covers, so a big hole on the right side of the infield as Von Ruden will check on Amon over there. Is back in there safely and standing up is the first baseman for Nevis. Hinckley-Finlayson delivers the 0-0 pitch to the plate, grounded to the third baseman, Barron. Barron to the second baseman there in the form of Storley. His relay throw to first, not in time. They do get Amon over there at second base, though, as Klimek will reach on a fielder's choice after the 5-4 put out at second base, as that'll bring up Ward Davis. Struck out twice today and reached on a fielder's choice. As actually it'll be a pinch hitter in the form of Ian Aaron. A pinch hitter here in the top of the 7th inning. Arndt's first pitch he sees is popped up, foul territory. Wilson makes his way over, but just makes its way over the fence as that one. As Aaron back in the right-handed batter's box, 0-1 count. As looks to almost have offered at it. The appeal down to second base, umpire says no. As now 1-1 the count with Klimek on first after reaching on a fielder's choice. Von Ruden comes set, looks to the plate and delivers this one, finding that outside corner for a strike, 1-2. 2-2 our score between Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis. Here in the top of the 7th inning, 1-2 count to the pinch hitter Arndt, as the 1-2 pitch just barely outside for a ball, 2-2 now. Von Ruden looks for the sign he wants and comes set. The 2-2 pitch upcoming, runner going. This one high, throw down, not in time, is in there standing up is Eli Klimek. Could be an important stolen base, though, if Arendt's able to put a hold into this one and get it into the outfield. As Von Ruden comes set. Full count, 2 outs. He'll deliver this one, gets him swinging, strike 3. As we head to the middle of the 7th inning, we're all square at 2 aside here in Piers between Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson as part of the Section 5A playoffs and an elimination game here on WCMP. here. And Piers is a 3-0 count. Now, as ball 4 now taken from the leadoff hitter, as that'll advance the runner to second base. As a single and a walk here with 1 gone, have runners on first and second with 1 gone. As a visit to the mound will happen from the coach of Hinckley-Finlayson. As they'll go out to the mound. We'll try to take a break here. You're listening to high school baseball right here on WCMP.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Who remembers the Awesome
today.
Burger? It's back at your favorite A&W family restaurant in Pine City. A 1/3 pound bacon double cheeseburger topped with American cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and topped with our awesome crunchy golden brown onion rings.
Back here on WCMP as Von Ruden on the hill looking to get out of the jam here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 our score. 1 gone. As runners on first and second, 2-2 our score. As still tied up. I've had some technical difficulties today, so my bad to the people on the stream that could not see the actual score. But regardless, we got a tie game regardless. We're in extra innings here as an out recorded there as a pop-up to the shortstop. Infield fly rule called for is 2 gone now, as that'll bring up Derek Lindau, who scored the first run of the game for Nevis back in the 5th inning. Runners on first and second, a walk and a single. How runners are on first and second at the moment. The left-handed Lindau steps into the left-handed batter's box. Von Ruden on the hill. Maybe taking a little too long to make up his mind. Lindau wants time and will be rewarded with such. As stepping back into the left-handed batter's box comes the Lindau. Pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Runners on first and second. 2-2 our score in the 8th inning. Extra inning baseball here between Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis as the second pitch outside, 2-0. Von Ruden comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3, but actually, strike 1 on the inside corner there. As a 2-1 count now to the 3-hole hitter for Nevis, Hinckley-Finlayson in the field. Pitch from Von Ruden, roped down the left field line, but out of play, foul. As the count evens up at 2-2. Winner of this game faces the Bombers for a chance to advance to the section championship, where they'd have to beat Sabika twice. As Von Ruden delivers, this one popped up center field. Seal makes his way over to the right, a few steps. He'll haul that one in for the 3rd out of the inning. Leaving 2 on there in the top of the 8th. Turning things over to the top of the order here in the bottom of the 8th will be the Jaguars, as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning here in extra innings. All square at 2 aside right here on WCMP.
Woodlands National Bank would like to wish the Jaguars good luck. Woodlands National Bank is your local bank. They focus on meaningful relationships and offer a wide variety of home mortgages. They're the small town bank that knows your name but still offers an amazing online experience for their customers. For more information, visit them online at woodlandsnationalbank.com and make sure to like them on Facebook too. Experience the Woodlands Way, member FDIC.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
Back here in Pierce, Minnesota, where Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis are battling an extra innings affair as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Looks to be the same pitcher still on the hill in the form of Derek Lindow, as it'll be the top of the order, 2 up here for Hinckley-Finlayson, and Steele, Grice, and Parati in the bottom of the 8th inning. Lindow winds and delivers. First pitch outside, maybe a little bit high as well. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. As winding and delivering this one, the pitcher Lindow able to find the outside corner. 1-1. Once again, Lindow sends that one through the strike zone. Swinging through it on the way is Steele, as the count now 1-2. Griffin Steele 0 for 3 today. Make it 0 for 4 as he swings through strike 3. Second strikeout in a row for Steele at the plate. Also the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 8th inning, which brings up Jacob Grice, the catcher. 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Grounded out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. Standing in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch finds the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Lindow delivers the 0-1. Grice gets a hold of it and hits it to the left side of the infield. Davis is there for it. Throw in time at first. What a play defensively. As a 5-3 putout gets the second out of the inning, which brings up Jacob Parati. Singled and came around to score his last time up. The game tying run back in the bottom of the 6th. He is 1 for 3 today. After having a nice start to the elimination bracket play, is 4 for 5 in the first 2 games. Is takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. On deck stands Brady Johnson. The ball in play all 3 times today is Parati will ground this one down the third base line. Goes foul. 0-2. 2 gone here. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 our score. Extra inning baseball in an elimination game is ball 1 taken up and away. 1-2 the count. Parati struck out looking back in the first, grounded the pitcher in the third, singled in the 6th, and came around to score the game-tying run. Would love to score the game-winning run as Lindow delivers this one above the strike zone. 2-2 now the count to Parati. as Pirati makes contact with the 2-2 pitch to stay alive and fouls that one out of play. As the count stays put at 2-2. Lindau on the hill. Pitch outside. 3-2 now the count. The pitcher originally for the Jaguars today. Now the shortstop Pirati steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Back on the rubber steps Lindau. The full count pitch with 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th inning as Pirati gets a hold of it, sends it into center field. Mitchell will make his way under it to record the 3rd and final out of the 8th inning. 1-2-3 go the Jags here in the bottom of the 6th inning after 8 here in Piers. 2-2 our score as we head to another extra inning here in Section 5A play right here on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679.
Bram Ford is celebrating over 86 years of friendly hometown service and sales of F-Series trucks. It's ties like that that have made the Ford F-Series America's #1 brand of truck for over 40 years. And when it comes to safety, the truck that leads the pack is the high-strength, military-grade aluminum body Ford F-150. This season, bring over 40 years of tradition to your next tailgate party. Find your next Ford at Bram Ford or online at bramford.com.
Back here in Piers, another extra inning, top of the 9th here, as we have some defensive changes. The first baseman, Wilson, will move to the hill, as Wilson now the pitcher, Jaden Wilson. Lane Von Ruden will move out to left. Brady Johnson moves to first as first pitch from Wilson fouled off by Amon. As Owen won the count, he fouled that one off over the Hinckley-Finlayson dugout over there and out of play. As he steps back into the right-handed batter's box to do it again at 0-1. This one able to find the strike zone. 0-2 now. Wilson delivers this one. Amon gets a hold of it, hits it out to left field. Von Ruden plants underneath it to record the first out in the 9th inning. They say when you get put in different situations, the ball finds you. Sure enough, it does to Von Ruden out there in left field. Started the game at second, moved to pitching mound, now out to left. Recorded an out there in the 9th as home plate umpire will go and chat with Wilson on the hill about where he's throwing from. I think the third base coach and head coach for Nevis requested that and wanted to see where the rubber was. Sure enough, the rubber will be uncovered now as Wilson will step on the rubber. He'll wind and deliver. First pitch low for a ball, 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Wilson delivers that one as Klimek will ground that one to third. A nice play over there by Barron to toss it across the diamond to record the second out of the inning. As that'll bring up Eli Klimek, who's reached 3 out of 4 times up to the plate today. 2 for 4, though, as he reached via a fielder's choices last time up in the 7th. In the right-handed batter's box, looking to avoid a 1-2-3 inning here as Wilson gets him way out in front of the first one, 0-1. Wilson doing an outstanding job coming in relief. Third pitcher of the day here for Hinckley-Finlayson as Wilson delivers this one inside and low. Ball 1-1 the count. A pop-up to left field, a ground ball to third base. To record the first two out of the top of the ninth inning as this one outside for ball 2-1 the count. The pitch to Klimek hits the plate and bounces back behind the catcher Grice as the count moves to 3-1 now. As Wilson will wind and deliver this one. This one above the zone, ball 4. Base runner here to start things off for Nevis on the base paths here in the ninth inning, but already 2 gone. That'll bring up Ward Davis. His position in the lineup is struck out 3 times. Of course, Ian Arendt struck out swinging his last time up as he was a pinch hitter for Davis back in the 7th. First pitch down in the dirt allows Klimek to make his way down to second on the wild pitch. Arendt Davis, back in the left-handed batter's box. Behind the plate sits Grice, and a little bit slow to move after was Grice as that one hit him awkwardly there on the arm, I believe, as Wilson gets him swinging through the first strike. 1-1 now the count. 0 for 4 is the 7-hole today. 0 for 3 is Davis. As Wilson comes set, Jaden Wilson will attempt to pick off to second base, and he has him there. A nice move on the hill there by Jaden Wilson. Applying the tag is Parati. As a nice play ends the inning there. And we'll send it to the bottom of the ninth. Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis all tied up at 2 apiece right here on WCMP.
It's almost summer and things are heating up at Petrie's Bait. Make Petrie's your camping and fishing hunting headquarters. Before heading out, stop by Petrie's Bait and warm up with a hot caribou coffee. And find a wide variety of snacks and groceries. Plus, bait, tackle, and fishing licenses. Right now, get outfitted in spring and summer clothing for both men and women. Also, hats and accessories for the entire family. For over 95 years, the biggest fish stories have been told at Petrie's Bait in Finlayson.
Minnesota, it's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani, online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finlayson, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
Back here in Pierce, 2-2 our score as Brady Johnson will step into the batter's box here in the bottom of the ninth, second extra inning. Free baseball, as they would say, is first pitch from Lindau. I believe in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Lefty on lefty matchup. 1 for 3 today at the plate as Johnson is way out in front of that one as Johnson. 0 for 2 now the count. 0 and 2. Lindau will wind and deliver this one. And swinging through, strike 3 there is Johnson. As that'll bring up Jaden Wilson. 6th strikeout of the day in his 9th inning of work for Lindau is the first pitch to Wilson in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Of course, game 2 is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. I have a hard time believing that that'll happen at this point. Is 0-2 now to the 5-hole hitter for Hinckley-Finlayson. As Lindau delivers that one in there for a strike. Strike 3 looking. 7th strikeout of the day, 2nd of the inning, as that'll bring up Randy Scaff, who flew out to right his last time up, a foul out. And 0 for 3 today is Scaff, as it looks like the head coach for Nevis will come out to the mound. We'll take a break as we might get a new pitcher upcoming. Sure enough, we will, right here on WCMP.
All right, saw, check. Drill, check. The rest of the tools, check. All right, let's get started. Honey?
Yes?
Where is all the lumber to build this shed?
The big box store was supposed to drop it off 2 days ago. Is it not out there?
Man, it's the chicken coop all over again. Bill from work just built a sauna, and he said he went through Hinckley Lumber. Let's call them and see what they can do.
I'm on the phone with them now. They said...
Delivery from Hinckley Lumber. Where do you want it?
There would be great.
Baseball player
Thanks.
as a kid.
All in a day's
Probably
work.
still
What
like
for
to
your
get
next
out and toss
project?
the ball around as an adult, right? Unfortunately for you, backyard ball usually translates to back pain. You can't give up playing the sport you grew up loving, so Hinckley Chiropractic Center can help. Hinckley Chiropractic Center has been here for years, helping people in the area get over their back pain and back to the activities they love. Don't let back pain keep you out of the backyard. Schedule your appointment today with Hinckley Chiropractic Center.
Back here in Piers, 2-2 our score between Nevis and Hinckley-Finlayson in this elimination game. As Tyler Lindau, the new pitcher, has the first pitch grounded to Derek Lindau, the former pitcher, is beating that one out. Had to be, call him out down there at first. As a nice play from the shortstop, Derek Lindau, the new shortstop, retires aside. 1-2-3. The Jaguars in the bottom of the 9th inning. We head to the 10th here on WCMP.
Dumpster rental for your cleaning projects is easy with Quality Disposal. If you're a homeowner clearing out your garage or a business owner with a cleaning project, a rented dumpster can be the perfect solution. Everything can be tossed into one container out of sight and can be rented for up to 2 weeks. Just give Quality Disposal a call and get a quote and set up a time to get your dumpster. Get rid of your junk by calling Quality Disposal at 320-272-4692.
This is a story we all share of a
or
place
visit
rooted
online.
in tradition and rich with opportunity. Of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Who remembers the Awesome
today.
Burger? It's back at your favorite A&W family restaurant in Pine City. A 1/3 pound bacon double cheeseburger topped with American cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato, and topped with our awesome crunchy golden brown onion rings. Make it a combo with hot seasoned french fries and a drink. Don't forget to top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Signature combos and delicious treats, always at your local A&W family restaurant in Pine City.
Back here in Piers, first pitch against Davis swinging for a strike, does Wilson on the hill. As Jaden Wilson looks to continue his success that he had in the top of the 9th, here in the top of the 10th. As the 0-1 pitch outside for a ball, 1-1 the count. Wilson will line and deliver this one. Finding the strike zone there, 1-2. That was a close one. Right at the belt. Good one either way. As Wilson got it his way that time. As the 1-2 pitch comes in. In there for a strike. Strike three, looking for a strikeout for Wilson, as that'll bring up Reese Klein. 7-8-9 due up here for Nevis in the top of the 10th. Also 7-8-9 will be due up for Hinckley-Finlayson in the bottom half of the inning. Nevis on their 5th time through the lineup. Hinckley-Finlayson still on their 4th, as first pitch breaking ball breaks a bit late. That Klein had to back out of the batter's box. Still inside for a ball, though, is 1-0 the count. Second pitch outside, 2-0. 2-2 our score. Top of the 10th inning, one gone. As Reese Klein has reached 3 out of 4 times today. Up to bat as ball 3 goes back to the backstop. 3-0 now the count. Klein flew out to center field his last time up. Walked back in the 4th inning, and he'll do so again here in the 10th as he takes ball 4. That'll bring up Dawson McGee. 1 for 4 today with a single. Here in the 10th inning. Wilson on the mound. Gets his sign, and he'll come set after taking a quick peek over to first. So he'll deliver the first one down in the dirt. 1-0. McGee in the right-handed batter's box. Quick check over to first base. As the throw gets away, Klein late to get up as he'll head to second. Thought about heading to third. Took a big turn but got back in time. As an error on the throw is now a runner in scoring position here for Nevis. As now Dawson McGee will head to the right-handed batter's box. 1-0 the count. Wilson throws that one in there for a strike. 1-1. One gone in the top of the 10th. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers of Nevis. Kane Mitchell in the on-deck circle. As strike 2 finds the strike zone, breaks in there. 1-2 to McGee at the plate. As Wilson comes, sets, and delivers the 1-2. Gets him swinging. He tried to check it, but home plate umpire still rings him up. 2 strikeouts. Is still a runner in scoring position, though, as Klein stands on second, as that brings up Kane Mitchell. He's reached base 4 of 5 times today. 3 for 4 with a walk. Wilson looks back at the runner on second as he's set and delivers this one outside for a ball, as Grice had to come out of his stance on that one to catch it. So he'll get right back down. 1-0 the count. Mitchell in the left-handed batter's box as Wilson delivers this one inside now. 2-0. Wilson comes set and delivers this one just beneath the zone for a ball. 3-0 now the count to the leadoff hitter for Nevis. The pitcher, Tyler Lindow, would be next. Wilson delivers this one. Unable to find that outside corner for a ball. As that'll bring up the 2-hole hitter, Tyler Lindow, with no one. His last time up, he popped up to shortstop. Runners on first and second, 2 gone. And the top of the 10th as Wilson delivers this one. Gets him swinging through strike 1 on the off speed. As Wilson comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch. This one grounded to the second baseman. There for it is Storley. He'll toss to Parati at second to retire the side. 2 walks in the inning and 2 left on as Nevis is unable to cross any across the plate. After the top half of the 10th, still tied at 2-2 here in Piers, right here on WCMP.
Woodlands National Bank would like to wish the Jaguars good luck. Woodlands National Bank is your local bank. They focus on meaningful relationships and offer a wide variety of home mortgages. They're the small town bank that knows your name but still offers an amazing online experience for their customers. For more information, visit them online at woodlandsnationalbank.com and make sure to like them on Facebook too. Experience the Woodlands way. Member FDIC.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
Back here in Piers, 2-2 our score. Lane Von Ruden will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Designated hitter Luke Knudsen getting an at-bat off. Is 0 for 3 today was Knudsen, as Von Ruden will step into the right-handed batter's box. As first pitch fouled just a few inches. Fouled down the first baseline. A line drive would have gotten into the corner down there. And it stayed fair. As Von Ruden knew it was foul off the bat, though, as he stayed in the box. As Tyler Lindau delivers this one, fouling it back is Von Ruden. 0-2 now to the left fielder for the Jags. Lindau delivers an off-speed pitch inside. Ball 1-1-2. Left fielder Von Ruden with his first at-bat of the day. Was originally hit for by the designated hitter as he was playing second. As he'll foul this one off and should get out of play. Sure enough, it does. Over the bleachers over there, right by the Hinckley-Finlayson dugout. 1-2 remains the count as Von Ruden started off at second today. Moved to the mound for 2 innings or so, and he moved out to left. As winding and delivering Tyler Lindau, Von Ruden pops this one up into left center field. Mitchell moves over to his right, into left field, I'd say as well, but does record the out. As about as far as an outfielder will go to record an out is not because of the fact that he ran out of room or anything. It's because of the fact that started going into someone else's territory. As that'll bring up Cole Barron. 0 for 3 today. Grounded out to the third baseman his last time up in the 7th. Swinging through the first one there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. The last 11 Hinckley-Finlayson batters to come to the plate have been set down by Nevis pitching staff. Between Tyler Lindau and Derek Lindau as the second pitch finds the outside corner. 0-2. Nevis, pitcher Tyler Lindau winds and delivers. Fouling this one away is Barron to stay alive at 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. As Tyler Lindau delivers this one, is fouling it off once again is Barron to stay alive. Just barely getting contact with that. It Actually knocked the umpire's helmet a little bit sideways there as the catcher will go out to the mound to take a little bit of a break there for the guy in blue behind the plate as 0-2 remains the count. For the third time, they'll do it at 0-2. This one outside. 1-2 now the count. A nice at bat here from Barron. Tyler Lindow delivers this one, grounded down the third baseline, and they rule it foul. Another foul ball for Barron at the plate. Barron back in the right-handed batter's box, prepared to battle once again. Delivering this one in the dirt is the Nevis pitcher, Tyler Lindow, in the dirt as it works to 2-2. One gone here in the bottom of the 10th inning. All square at 2 aside. Last Hinckley-Finlayson batter to reach base was back in the 6th inning on the RBI single from Jaden Wilson. Across the plate is taking ball 3 on the outside. There is Barron. 3-2 now the count as he'll ground this one to the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Derek Lindow, makes an attempt at it, but not in time. An infield single there for Barron. And it breaks the streak of Hinckley-Finlayson batters with the 12th batter finally reaching base the first time in the 10th inning, which will bring up Max Storley, who scored the first run of the game back in the 3rd inning. Since then, though, 0-2. The walk overall in the game. Runner on first, one gone. Tyler Lindow will deliver that one as Storley will foul that one off. Foul out of play over the Nevis dugout. As a check over on first on Barron, and there safely as the third baseman for Hinckley-Finlayson. As returning to the hill, once again, is Tyler Lindow. Lindow comes set, acting like he was laying a bunt. Instead, pulling it back was Storley, as the count now 1-1. Lindow comes set, checks on the runner once again. In there safely is Barron. A diving attempt. As 1-1 the count. Taking a lead off of first is Barron once again, showing bunting, executing perfectly that time is Storley. As advancing to second on the play is Barron after the sack bunt. To record the second out of the inning, which turns things over to Griffin Steele on the top of the order for Hinckley-Finlayson. Tyler Lindow comes set. Second baseman creeping in, but runs back to his position as Steele grounds this one through the left side of the infield. Holding up at third base due to it looking like it would be a ground ball. As Barron will stay at third after the single, which brings up Jacob Grice with the winning run just 90 feet away. The catcher who had the RBI single back in the 3rd, a chance to do the same here in the 10th. Coach for Nevis will take a walk to the hill. We'll stay here with you through this one, though, is such a crucial moment with runners on the corners. Grice at the plate. As Grice will have to think over this one a little bit. Big situation, biggest at-bat of the day by far for Hinckley-Finlayson. A chance to end it, save your pitching staff a little bit for this Bram game coming up in about a half hour or so over on KBEK after, I say a half hour or so after the last pitch of this game between Hinckley-Finlayson and Nevis. Winner of that game will face Bram in that one. That will be over on KBEK 95.5. As Grice will step into the right-handed batter's box. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Winding and delivering this one and fouling the first pitch away as Grice is Tyler Lindow. Gets ahead 0-1. Runners on the corner, Steele on first. On third stands Barron. Opportunity here as Grice will hit this one into the outfield, and Hinckley-Finlayson will move on to play later tonight. Grice with 2 RBIs this afternoon. 2 RBI singles at that, as Hinckley-Finlayson wins by a score of 3-2 here in game 1 of this elimination doubleheader. They'll play Bram later this evening. We'll send it to break. When we come back, we'll recap this one a little bit more. Hinckley-Finlayson wins in extra innings 3-2 over Nevis right here on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
All right, saw, check. Drill, check. The rest of the tools, check. All right, let's get started. Honey?
Yes?
Where's all the lumber to build this shed?
The big box store was supposed to drop it off 2 days ago. Is it not out there?
Man, it's the chicken coop all over again. Bill from work just built a sauna, and he said he went through Hinckley Lumber. Let's call them and see what they can do.
I'm on the phone with them now. They said...
Delivery from Hinckley Lumber. Where do you want it?
There would be great.
Baseball player
Thanks.
as a kid.
All in a day's
Probably
work.
still
Look for
like
your
to get
next
out and
project.
toss the ball around as an adult, right? Unfortunately for you, backyard ball usually translates to back pain. You can't give up playing the sport you grew up loving, so Hinckley Chiropractic Center can help. Hinckley Chiropractic Center has been here for years, helping people in the area get over their back pain and back to the activities they love. Don't let back pain keep you out of the backyard. Schedule your appointment today with Hinckley Chiropractic Center.
Back here in Piers as Hinckley-Finlayson takes game 1 on a walk-off RBI single from Jacob Grice, the catcher for Hinckley-Finlayson there in game 1. 2 for 5 today with 2 RBIs was Grice. He has to be the player of the game there for sure in game 1. They'll move on to face Bram here in game 2 as they'll win by a score of 3-2 there in game 1. They'll face off against Bram here in game 2, as I mentioned, the Bram Bombers. That game will schedule to start probably in about 25 minutes or so. They send about a half an hour originally. Bram still has to warm up, take infield, get moved into the dugout. Nevis still has to move out of their dugout that they are currently in at the moment. So it'll take a little bit. They have to drag the infield, make sure that the field's all nice and ready to go for the second elimination game. For those of you listening on 106.5, 1350 AM also, you will actually find that game over on 95.5 KBEK in about 20 minutes, as I mentioned. That'll be just about a half hour from the end of that last game, which ended about 7:05, 7:10. So we'll assume 7:10. So get over there at 7:40 for start time of about 7:40 between Bram and Hinckley-Finlayson. But for game 1, that'll wrap it up. Hinckley-Finlayson takes game 1 by a score of 3-2. Thanks for listening to high school baseball right here on WCMP.
Dumpster rental for your cleaning projects is easy with quality disposal. If you're a homeowner clearing out your garage or a business owner with a cleaning project, a rented dumpster can be the perfect solution. Everything can be tossed into one container out of sight and can be rented for up to 2 weeks. Just give Quality Disposal a call and get a quote and set up a time to get your dumpster. Get rid of your junk by calling Quality Disposal at 320-272-4692 or visit